Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, for this video we're going to do a cushion foundation review. As you all know, I love cushion foundations. I mean, they're one of the best foundations that Koreans have ever invented. And this time, the one I'm going to do a review is this is Korea's #1 best-selling cushion foundation, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you know what I'm about to do a review. That's right, I'm going to do a review on this Jungsaemmool Essential Skin Nuder cushion. Now this is the #1 best-selling cushion in Korea, and a lot of Koreans have been raving how good this foundation is. And not just in Korea, a lot of people who use this cushion around the world have really loved this cushion. So I wanted to try this. I wanted to see what the hype was all about. So I'm gonna do a review on this to see how good this is. So let's get started. Now I have here the Essential Skin Nuder cushion. This is the one that this claims to have a skin-like effect, so it will look natural in your face. It has a medium coverage, but it can be buildable as what it was claimed. And so I got here in the shade medium deep, and this is the darkest shade available, so hopefully this matches me. So here it is. As you open it, it comes with a rounded shape puff. As you can see, the ribbon on the puff is really thick, so you can really tell that you have better grip on the cushion puff, which is what I like about cushion puffs, that if they have a wider band, it will always keep your fingers in close, so you won't have to lose this, so that it will be easy for you to grip the cushion puff. And what's unique about this is that if you open the palette, you see this, there's a texture in it that says mix and touch. So this is where you pat your excess foundation after you pick up an adequate amount of product. As you can see, it's still not yet open. This is so brand new. So let's remove the seal, and here it is. Hopefully this is a good color. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, this is the product here, and hopefully this cushion foundation matches my skin tone. As you can see, I ordered the darkest shade. If I look at the swatches, they kind of look darker, but here in personal, I've seen a lot of reviews on how the swatches, and doesn't look dark, so I'm hoping that the one I get is a really good match, because the shade that is lighter than medium deep which is called medium, it looks like a shade, it looks like a really light shade. So there's no shade that is in between medium and medium deep. So hopefully I'm taking the risk and hoping that this matches me. So I'm going to apply the foundation right now. So I'm gonna apply the foundation. I'm sorry. I apologize that you get to hear the sound of my electric fan, because here in the Philippines, the summer heat is just starting and it's so hot right now. So I have to turn on the fan just to cool myself so I won't get sweat while reviewing this product. So let's get started. Okay, now I'm about to, as you can see, it's still clean. The cushion puff is still clean. So I'm gonna pick up an adequate amount, just the right amount, and not to press too hard, and then pat here at this, and then I'll pat the excess foundation in this palette. So let's start. Yeah. Just dab lightly. Ooh, that's a lot. It's very saturated. The foundations on the top of the sponge is saturated, and here's the product. And next is you swirl the palette here. and then apply the cushion, and then apply the foundation. Oh, it feels cooling. I remember how cushion foundations used to feel cool when you first apply them. This one feels cooling. A lot of recent cushion foundation don't feel cooling, but this is one of those few cushion that feels cooling on the skin. As you can see, it's already dirty. The foundation has absorbed on the puff already. Pick up more products from here. You don't want to waste the product from this palette. It has a scent, but it's not too strong, which is good. Okay, this is the cushion foundation on one side of my face. As you can see, the coverage is medium, but I can definitely tell that you can build up the coverage, and a lot of my blemishes are covered well. Even for a medium coverage, it still has good coverage, that it really covered up my blemishes and dark spots well, except for here. My pimple here is very visible, and same here. And for the shade medium deep, I thought it was gonna be dark for me, but so far it seems, as you can see the difference, it looks light on camera, but in person it's not that light. But I'm liking this color. It seems to be a good match, but hopefully it doesn't oxidize badly, because a lot of foundations usually oxidize badly. But when it comes to cushion foundations, I rarely have any problems about having a bad oxidation when it comes to cushion foundations, especially Korean brands. So I'm gonna apply the Jungsaemmool cushion on the rest of my face. Apply again. Pat the excess. Okay, I only pat twice, and it already covered my whole face. This is how the Jungsaemmool cushion looks on my face, and wow, I'm impressed how natural it looks. It really looks so flawless. The finish is really beautiful. It looks like it has a nice flawless coverage, and now I can see why a lot of Koreans really love this cushion, and not just Koreans but other people around the world who wanted to try this cushion. And I can say I'm really impressed with the coverage. It looks really nice on the skin, And camera, it looks like I have a filter on, but in real life I look so flawless. Like, I have good skin even though I'm wearing cushion foundations, but it still looks nice. Now I'm gonna see if I can build up the coverage and see if I can cover up my blemishes here. Okay, it really covered up my dark spots and blemishes, and it covered my dark under eye circles pretty well. And with this, I can just use this. I can just use this as a concealer. I don't think I need a concealer with this. I mean, the cushion is enough for me to cover my dark spots and blemishes and under eye circles. So I'm gonna do a wear test on this cushion foundation. I'm not gonna wear any powder. I'm just gonna do a wear test on this. I have a dinner with family later on, so I'm gonna test this, how good this cushion foundation lasts. Hopefully that this cushion is suitable for all skin types, especially I have oily skin. So I'm gonna do a wear test and to see how this cushion performs. As you can see, it's so nice on the skin. I really love how the cushion foundation looks on my skin. So I'm gonna do a wear test and I'll see you guys later. Okay, last and final update for my first impression review of the Jungsaemmool Essential Skin Nuder Cushion. Now, I've been wearing this cushion for like how many hours already? I've been wearing this cushion foundation for like more than 5 hours already, and it's already almost midnight. I applied this cushion around 6 o'clock in the evening, and I went dinner outside with family, and I went dinner at my aunt's house. We had dinner with family, and I've been wearing this for more than 5 hours already because it's almost midnight, and I so far the Jungsaemmool Essential Skin Nuder Cushion. How do you say this? Skin Nuder. Okay, Skin Nuder Cushion. It's really pretty. It's still really good. And so far, I've been wearing this for like more than 5 hours already, and the cushion didn't oxidize on my face so far. But I think 5 hours is not enough to see how this foundation performs if it's still oxidized. But for me, so far, I look at myself in the mirror, the cushion didn't oxidize. I mean, the color is still the same as how I first applied. And right now, my face is getting really oily right now because I've been wearing this cushion without powder. So, as expected, that because this is a moist foundation, it will give you a really glowy face after like more than hours without powder. And because I have oily skin, as expected, this will make you look oily if you don't use powder. So this is how it performs, but so far it didn't fade. So far it doesn't look like it's fading. It didn't oxidize. So far it's so good, and it still looks flawless. Um, first impression, I am already impressed with this cushion foundation. Now I'm gonna do another wear test of this tomorrow, and I'll do another review on this cushion foundation. This time I will use a primer and set this with powder. So I'll see you guys later. Okay, sorry guys, I didn't give better updates on how the cushion foundation performs. I just looked at myself in the mirror. I look closely, and I noticed that there's some flaws about this cushion foundation. And I look at my under eyes. It seems that the cushion has emphasized on the wrinkles on my eyes, especially my forehead. I mean, the lines on my forehead, it's kind of creasing. The cushion has creased on my forehead. I don't know if you can see it if I zoom in. There's some creasing on my forehead. As you can see, our forehead is prone to fine lines, especially here, the fine lines on my under eyes. The cushion foundation has emphasized my fine lines. Maybe it's because I used this cushion alone and I didn't set this with powder. All I know is powders really help prevents I don't think it prevents, but I think powder really helps minimize and blurs the fine lines in your forehead and under eyes. So probably if I set this with powder, there will be emphasis. The cushion will not emphasize much on the fine lines in my forehead and on my under eyes. So that's the downside about this cushion, is that it emphasizes the wrinkles in your forehead and your under eyes if you use this alone and not use with primer and powder. So that's the downside about this. That's the downside of this cushion so far. So I will give you an update about this, how this cushion performs when used with primer and powder. So I'll see you guys later. Okay, today is the second day of me reviewing the Jungsaemmool Essential Skin Nuder Cushion, and this time I'm going to use this with primer and set this with powder. So let's get started. I'm not gonna use concealer. I'll just use the cushion I'll just use the cushion for me to conceal my blemishes and my under eye dark circles. Last is setting spray. Okay, I'm done with applying primer, powder, and set this with setting spray. So I'm gonna do a wear test on the Jungsaemmool cushion just to see how it performs when used with primer, powder, and setting spray. So I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, wait there. I will go later.
Okay guys, last and final update of me reviewing the Jungsaemmool Essential Skin Nuder Cushion. Now it's been like about how many hours? It's been like 11 hours since I applied this cushion foundation, and as of today, I wear the cushion foundation with I I wear the cushion foundation for 11 hours, and this time I use with primer and set this with powder and set it with setting spray, and this is how the foundation performs. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, if I look closer, I already check how the foundation perform. I always check the chin area because most foundations fade in my chin area, and so far the chin area, well, there's some patchiness here in my chin area, and as I can see, there is some fading here in my chin area. So I guess here in my chin area the cushion doesn't last long, while the rest of my face, I don't know if you can see it, the rest of my face, there wasn't any fading. And for the whole day, I haven't blot. As right now, my face looks oily right now because I haven't blot yet. So let's see if I can see if how the cushion performs if I blot. Now, it's been like 11 hours and I wanted to test how if the cushion oxidized. Well, for now there's slight oxidation, which is not bad. As you can see, it's not really that dark. So let's see if so I'm gonna remove the oil on my face with blotting papers. Oh my goodness. As you can see, it's really oily. Ooh, look at that oil. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is I used 3 blotting papers already. Can't believe how oily I am. Okay, let me see how the cushion looks like after I remove the oils. Okay, after removing the oils, it seems that the color of the foundation actually brightens a little. After removing the oil, the foundation, it kind of brightens a little. It's like the color is back to where I first applied. I don't know, but it seems that the color of the cushion has brightened after I removed the oils, but still there is some flaws with this. Here the downside I wanted to share with you. Okay, as I mentioned that here in my chin area there's patchiness here in my chin area. So this cushion doesn't last long here in my chin area. So there's fading here. So there's fading here in my chin area. So that's not good. And another thing, same as yesterday on my first impression with this cushion, there is some creasing here in my under eye areas, and there's also creasing here at the fine lines of my forehead. Even if I powder, there's still some creasing here in my forehead and under my eyes. But compare yesterday, because I didn't powder, this time I powder, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as yesterday, because yesterday I wear this cushion without powder and the creasing in my under eyes and in my forehead looks so bad. It looks really bad without powder. But this time that I powdered, it's not really that bad, but still there's some creasing here in my forehead and in my eye areas and my under eye areas. So that's the downside of this cushion. It reminds me of the Hera UV Mist cushion. When I first tried Hera UV Mist cushion back in 2017, yeah, it reminds me of that, because when I first tried that when I first tried it, there was some creasing in my under eye areas and my forehead. So the formulation of this is similar to Hera UV Mist cushion. That was from the old formulation. That's why this cushion reminds me. The formulation of this cushion reminds me of the previous Hera UV Mist cushion. Now, for the good side of this, even if this cushion really looks flawless on me, especially when I first applied, but I would say that there's more downside than the good side of this cushion. And if you want to know if this is my favorite, I don't think this is my favorite cushion, because my all-time favorite cushion is Hera Black cushion. So I always wanted to try many different cushions, especially when they say that it's really the best. I'm always wanted to try many different cushions if it's really worth the hype. Now, does the Jungsaemmool Essential Skin Nuder cushion is worth the hype? I don't know. It's well, since this is a moist cushion foundation, I don't think that this will be. I don't think I could recommend this for people with oily skin. But if you're one of those who wanted a natural glow, even if you have oily skin, you definitely need to set this with powder and use primer. I mean, despite that there's some downside, despite how there's some downside of this cushion, the primer and the powder actually help keeping this cushion look good throughout the day. I mean, it's not that bad thanks to the primer and powder. So you definitely need to use a primer and powder when using this cushion. Now, there's as I know that there are many different versions of the Jungsaemmool cushion. There's also a long wear cushion, and there's also the cover layer. Those two cushions are actually matte cushions, so I'm looking forward to try those other cushions from Jungsaemmool. So I'll definitely going to review the Jungsaemmool long wear cushion, so hopefully I'll get that one soon. Now, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this video of me reviewing the Jungsaemmool Essential Skin Nuder cushion helps convince you if you wanted to try this cushion to see how it performs, especially with me who has oily skin. So if this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel, and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.